I'm Kim Lenga, Emerge Fitness, and today we have a core workout. This is a core strength workout, not your typical cardio and core that I normally do, but this one is intended to increase your heart rate through high intensity movements, but everything is going to be very, very low impact. So I have a couple of sets of dumbbells. I have a 20-pound and 15-pound. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. In some instances, you're going to use both dumbbells. So if I'm going to use 20 pounds, I'm going to use both dumbbells as I go through the exercise. In other instances, I'm only going to use one of the dumbbells. And again, I'm not sure if I'm going to use 20 pounds or 15 pounds. So I always advise you to challenge yourself, but choose a couple of different dumbbells in case you have to either go up or go down. So we have a variety of different exercises. We have a couple of core exercises on the floor, but this one is really going to be focused on core strength in a standing position. So we're going to go through all of the exercises, 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of a rest, and we'll have a break, rinse, repeat, and do it one more time through. Here's the idea, guys. It's your core and we are standing. So that means I want you to engage the core while you're doing this. Engaging the core, watching that back in that frame, no hunchback. So you're going to expand the shoulders back, bring the shoulder blades down. You're going to draw in your belly and you're going to keep it really tight. So as we go through these movements, those are the things that I want you to focus on. Planting your feet and really engaging the core muscles, okay? This is going to be a great workout. Modify where necessary. Go at your own pace, but don't be afraid to push yourself. And grab your dumbbells. When you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get going. All right, so let's get our heart rate going. Our muscles warmed up. I guess our heart rate was already going, right? We're just going to pick it up a little bit. So what I want you to do is focus on marching, really nice and easy, not stomping. You probably noticed I'm inside today, right? Well, we have falling iguanas outside. So it's a little nippy, but I can't complain. The sun is still out, and it's still a lot warmer than some of you in colder states. Take it in. 4, 3, 2, wide. 4, 3, 2, in and out. I start gazing. In, out, in, out, in, out. 4, 3, 2, hold it right here. Keep the legs wide. And then take it to a tap with that shoulder raise. So here's an interesting point. I moved inside. Hopefully you guys see the space that I'm working in. If you guys think you have to have a gym or a big space to work out, you know, I hear that sometimes. Well, I only have a small space, you know, or I only live in a small apartment. Y'all, you can work out anywhere. And I just move the coffee table back a little bit, and here I go. Bring it up. Anything is possible. My goodness, you can work out in a bathroom if you want to, right? Think about sitting down on that toilet. Well, that's a squat. Come on. Take it back to the shoulders. So we're going to go through this one more time. Shoulders, shoulders, shoulders. Take it to the elbow. I start gazing. And the arm. Now I want you to take it to a wipe on, wipe off. Open up the shoulders. Now remember, when I said at the beginning, I want you to engage that core at all times. Well, right now you should be engaging that core as well. That frame should be upright, right? One more set. 4, 3, take it in. I'm going to jump a little bit. And jump a little bit by just bouncing, but my toes are staying on the ground. This is about as cardio as we're going to get this morning. Just kind of getting the lubrication going in my legs and in my knees. Heart rate is rising. Body's warming up. Into one more set. Now from the top, want you to take it, march it out. And wide. Take it in and out. In, out, in, out. 4, 3, 2, hold it, bring it up. And now start gazing. Take it up to that elbow. So kind of like you're getting somebody with your elbow, right? Take it up to that full arm. 4, 3. We're going to take it to a white arm revolve. Big, big sweeps. 4, 3, 2. Let's take it to that jump rope. Just a little bounce. Keep your feet down. Come on. And one more set right here. Is your core engaged? Remember, suck it in. Now I want you to just do some jabs. So it's a slight twist right here, but it's not sloppy. Okay, so like your hips are in a vice grip, you're gonna kind of rotate your shoulders. I love boxing. Again, head lifted. Take it across. 4, 3, 2, keep it to across. Slow it down. All right. So that was enough to get our heart rate pumping a little bit more. Bring your knees up. Just do a nice little march, because you're going to tell them we got to get moving. Again, we're not doing cardio, but our legs are going to be involved in these movements as well as our arms. I want you to open up your hips. What we're going to do for the very first one, 40 seconds of work, it's called a farmer's carry. And we're just going to keep it stationary. Typically, you'll see people in the gym doing these farmer carries with like big, heavy dumbbells. Well, you're going to take the heaviest that you have. And if you have little teeny tiny 10-pound dumbbells, you may not get as much of an effect as I will, right? And 20 pounds is really not that heavy for me. So what we're gonna do, it's called the farmer's carry. You're gonna hold on dumbbells on each side, and we're gonna just march, okay? That's it. Now, farmer carry in a gym is real heavy dumbbells, and they're not marching that quick. They're actually just walking back and forth across the gym. Very slow. And why is this a core workout? Because heavy dumbbells on each side, they have to brace their core to pick up those heavy, dumbbells, right? And to keep their frame upright. So that is the idea behind this. That's the very first exercise. I'm grabbing my 20-pound dumbbells.
Starting session.
So you're gonna hold your frame up, chest out, and you're gonna march.
Work.
All it is, okay? All it is, but enough. So march. Now again, if you have heavy dumbbells, those dumbbells are pulling your arms down, it's pulling your frame down. You're gonna stay upright, as if you have, a tray or stack of books on your head. Keep it going. You're driving just the knee up in this march. All right, the next one, I'm gonna try 15 pounds to start, and I'll switch it, but now this is gonna be an overhead hold, arms as straight as you can, but I want you to drive the knees up.
Work.
You want your arms as straight as possible. That's why I went to the 15-pound dumbbell. I don't think I'd be able to hold the 20-pound up. I think my arms would collapse. So heart rate is elevating. Why? Because I have a lever way over my head. Woo! And I'm holding it. I don't want to drop it on my head. Driving those knees up.
Rest.
That is what is known as high intensity. All right, the next one. Mountain climbers, and we're going to go slow. You can use a couch. If you need to lean up against a couch or a coffee table. I'm going to go down.
Work.
And we're going to go slow. Remember, the idea, I want you to squeeze your core. All right, and if you guys are doing these correctly, right, with heavy enough dumbbells, you will certainly feel it. All right, this next one, we're gonna do a wood chop. So I'm going back to the 20-pound dumbbell, and it's gonna be slower. These are soft. So watch what I'm doing. Arm comes up, heavy, heavy dumbbell. Do not twist the body. Hold that core. Your arms are working in opposition. My hips are like stuck in a vice grip. What else is working? Arms, shoulders, squeeze that core.
Rest.
So, get caught out of breath. When you go heavier in dumbbells, it's actually more taxing, right? And you're going slower, it's more controlled. It's a lot harder to control a heavy dumbbell.
Work.
Other side. Where's my belly button? It's facing you. You're not seeing it move to a wall. You notice how many reps I'm getting. Not a lot, right?
Rest.
So I used to do a lot more reps and quicker with lighter dumbbells. And I've changed that as I began to sculpt my body a little bit more. All right, we're gonna go to a Russian twist, but we're gonna stand. So you're hold on to the dumbbell here. What you'll see, you're gonna kind of match it slightly, twist. Oh my gosh. Silly, and that gets your biceps because you're holding it up, right? All right, next one. Oh, let me use that same 20-pound dumbbell. We're gonna do a kettlebell or dumbbell swing. So your legs are soft.
Work.
And you're gonna hinge, come on up. Now what I want you to do, pause here. Pause here. Squeeze the core. Real hard. Control that stop. Hold. Again, if you have 5-pound dumbbells, you're not going to feel it as much, right? Because that might be a little bit easier for you. goodness. All right. Trying to decide what I was going to do, but I think I'm going to use that same 20-pound dumbbell. That one seems to be the ticket.
Work.
You're going to hold it here, and we're going to do a crunch. So we're going to crunch opposite elbow, opposite knee. Control it. Same from the side. A little crunch. Go for standing.
Rest.
All right. And
Pausing.
we're going to take a break right now. So that was all the exercises. You see how out of breath I am, right? Woo. My breath, my heart rate is up there, but it's not exceedingly high, okay? So this type of low impact workout is really, really good for a little bit longer period of time, right? Because when you stay in this low to medium intensity, we're actually going to start pulling from our fat storage, right? Our glucose storage. So let's get ready. I'm gonna get a drink of water. And you're gonna set it up, and this is what I'm gonna ask you to do right now. Look at your dumbbells and say, Kim, that was nothing, I didn't feel anything. If you didn't, maybe grab your dumbbells if you have them. Maybe you're gonna be using 2 dumbbells instead of 1 when you're doing some of these things. So like for 8-pound or 5-pound dumbbells, when you're doing this, maybe you're holding both of them because you can. But I'm only holding 1 because it's challenging. So think of these things as you up your game to come back and do this one more time. So from the top, we're going to do those farmer carries, okay? And again, the idea was for a farmer to pick up logs and wood, and you're carrying it across the field. Very heavy. You can't carry it like this. So that's the idea behind this.
Starting session.
All right, so we're going to get going. I have the heavy dumbbells, and I might just walk a little bit.
Work.
Heads up. The goal, stand up tall. Stay right here so I don't get dizzy. Come on. So think about farmers in the field, right? They have to carry equipment, logs, whatever it is. They're cutting down trees so they can farm. They're going to carry those big logs across.
Rest.
And when they're doing that, it's their core that's working. Yes, they're using their arms, but it's their core that's working, and as they walk, they're using their legs. All right, I'm going to grab the 15-pound dumbbell.
Work.
Because I think 20 is too hard, and I do not want to drop it on my head. Because the idea, I'm trying to keep my arms as straight as possible. I know if I have that 20-pound, I know my arms will be like this. I want my arms as straight as possible, furthering the distance of that lever away from that joint.
Rest.
Oh my gosh. That's arms, that's shoulders, that's everything. All right, we're going to mountain climbers. So I'm going to go down again. You can go to a coffee table, chair, whatever. But we're going to do them, we're going to do them slow.
Work.
Now when you're doing this, over and look down at your toys, your toes, bad form. Lift that head, flatten that back. That core is engaged, guys.
Rest.
All right. We're gonna go to those wood chops. Remember, vice grip, holding you, okay? And you're going to move your arms
Work.
in rotation. So I could tell as that was getting harder for me, I was starting to like bend. You don't want to bend. You want to hold that frame tight. Can't emphasize that enough. On paper, this seemed easy. But when you get the heavy dumbbells, microphone, slow up resistance and down. Woo. So the momentum is going to want to have that weight come down fast. And that's where the effort comes in to slow it down. Oh my gosh. All right, keep this dumbbell. Russian twist. So a lot of times when you get speed going, you get that momentum going, and what ends up happening is your muscles aren't doing the work, but you are actually just letting the weights drop. So if you can actually control the weights as you're coming down from that momentum movement, you are going to feel it more.
Rest.
Oh my goodness. We're still keeping the dumbbell. Whew. We're going to go into that dumbbell swing. So you're not bending necessarily at the back and just bending.
Work.
What you want to do, keep your legs soft, get the swing going, control it up, stop. So when you come up and stop, squeeze the quads, squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. Even holding 5 pounds and holding it, right, doing that pause, you should be feeling it. Does it get your back a little bit? Yes, it's not just a belly work. Your core is your lower back and your back as well.
Rest.
Oh, that is so hard. All right. Last one. We'll take a break. We're going to have a burner finisher.
Work.
So I'm going to do, think of, on this one, elbow to knee when you're on the floor, maybe doing bicycles. So when you really crunch. When you're doing your nose itches and you're holding out your dumbbell.
Starting session.
So we're gonna take a break, catch your breath, and we're gonna take it to a finisher, okay? Oh my goodness. It's not chilly anymore. All right. What we're gonna do for this finisher is I am gonna use, I'm gonna see if I can do them. I may not be able to. It's called a pull-off press. So we're gonna go out, 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 okay? Pressing out by holding one dumbbell forces the chest to contract, okay? It's getting the shoulders, so we get some like double, triple bonuses here. But again, you're not moving that core. So we're just gonna press as quickly as possible, okay? And from there, we're gonna go down into a plank, okay? We're gonna come back up, do presses, go back down and do the plank. So this one will be quicker. We do 20 seconds work, 10 seconds of a rest, and just go right through this for 2 minutes, all right? So no breaks. You need to stop and take a break. Please do so. All right, you ready to go? I'm gonna use my 15-pound dumbbell, which means I'm not gonna be going really fast, but it's 20 seconds of work, 15 seconds of a break. And then we're going right into the next one, which will be a plank. We're gonna come back up and do this again, all right? So, start the timer.
Starting session. Work.
Hold that core.
Rest.
Okay, going down to that plank. This is it. This is just the final. We got this. Now your plank can be on your arms, up here, or on your elbows.
Work.
There it goes. Now when you're doing a plank, side, when you think about your core, don't droop it, and butt is down. Head lifted.
Rest.
Okay. Back up slowly. And we're going to start back in
Rest.
to that whole thing again, the pull-off press. Holding the dumbbell, press. So you don't want to, no.
Rest.
Goodness. Go down to that plank. On your elbows, rubbing your hands, whichever you can do.
Rest.
Come on into it, butt down, head lifted.
Work.
Now when you squeeze your thighs, push through your heels, squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your core. Belly, button, cheeky spine, right? Like you're bracing yourself. Somebody's gonna hit you. You're gonna squeeze.
Rest.
And bring it in. You guys, that was it. 2 rounds through of that final little burner, and that was it. So let's work on bringing the heart rate down and stretching. Well, we're gonna stretch the core. So my arms, shoulders kind of tired from that. Holding a heavy dumbbell while controlling the movement does work other limbs. But the focus of this workout was definitely the core. All right, why don't you take one arm up. Take it down. Other side. Oh, so good. Bring it in. Now the next one, just put your hands on your hips. Twist, So it's a little bit of a rotation. Keep it slow. You're noticing in this workout I'm keeping things slow. I want you guys to learn proper form, because core and people's back, that's what everybody blows out, right? They bend over to pick up a pencil, tie their shoe, they blow their back out. If you work on these proper techniques, right, and strengthen that core, you'll think before you just bend down to pick up that pencil, like engage the core, right? Squat down, don't just bend over. Now this one we are going to do is called Good Mornings. I want you to hinge forward, back is flat, and then come up. Yeah, back flat. That's what I tell people to do that, especially a deadlift. They're like this. You're going to bring the shoulder blades back. Couple more. And last one. Now just the hips. Just side to side. Shake it out. Belly button is still engaged. The hips bring it forward. Forward. So a little bit of a pelvic tilt. Pretend you're grabbing a grape with your belly. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. And swing those arms. A little bit of a pot stir. So still in the pot stir, we're kind of dangling, right? I still want you to engage that core. Let's do that hot. So that's just kind of loosening up the shoulders. The arms got to work out. Other side. And bring it up. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And shake it out, you guys. All right, that's it. That's it. That was your core strength workout. You guys challenge yourself. Grab heavier dumbbells. Honestly, I'm outgrowing these. So please, 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 listen, you will not get big, you're not going to get bulky, you can't. You can't. People that get big will be bulky, doing other things that maybe they shouldn't be, right? So you guys, grab the heavy dumbbells, challenge yourself, really emphasize strengthening that core because you need it for everything